Some muscle cars were all about speed, others were all about style. This 1969 Mach 1 has both. The term Mach 1 is a scientific term used to describe the speed of sound based on different pressures. At sea level, it's 761 miles an hour and change. And you're probably not going to see that in a 1969 Mustang, but if you order the 428 Super Cobra Jet package, well, you can have fun trying to get close. Mustang buyers had a lot to choose from in 1969. In addition to the regular base Mustang, you could get a GT, you could get the Mach 1 package, and then beyond that, you could get a GT350 Shelby car, a GT500 Shelby car, Boss 302, all the way on up to the Boss 429. So there were many choices to make when choosing your Mustang. In this case, we're looking at a 69 Mach 1. And the Mach 1 is more of a styling package than a performance package when you get right down to it. It starts off as a sports roof Mustang. Now in 1969, this slanted rear glass was not called a fastback. It was officially called a sports roof by Ford. Some people think the Mach 1 package was all about the rear wing and the louvers, but those were actually optional. The Mach 1 package came with the quad exhaust tips, a rear Mach 1 stripe on the tail pan, which was body color, the stripe, which was reflective and went down the whole side of the car. You've got a styled road wheel. Of course, the interior specialties inside. There was additional sound deadening on the interior of the car. The car had a high-backed bucket seat. A really neat styling element in those bucket seats is a sewn-in red band that goes right across the back of the seat, which matched a red pad in the carpet. It's a kind of a plastic built-in floor mat almost. And these were red no matter what color Mach 1 you ordered. The door panels were molded and they had integral armrests and courtesy lights. The steering wheel was simulated wood grain. It had 3 spokes, but the coolest part about it was the rim blow horn, which meant you just squeezed the steering wheel and the horn would blow. The dashboard and gauges have a teak wood appearance to them. It's not real wood, but it looks very nice. It's very tastefully done. These cars have consoles on the floor, and the pedals are trimmed with bright work. This car has a clock in the passenger side, and the rear quarter windows actually pivot outward, so you can open them up and let air flow through. It's got a race mirror. The top of the hood is a satin black with hood pins on the front, and they all had a hood scoop, this one being a shaker because of the Cobra Jet motor. It's sweet. They started off with a 351 2-barrel V8 as the base engine in the Mach 1. Now you could get a regular Mustang with a 6-cylinder, but all the Machs had V8s. From there, they added a stiffer suspension. They called it the competition handling suspension, which also got you a 14-inch wide oval white sidewall belted tires. The Mach 1s have a reflective dual tape stripe on the back and the quarter panel extensions going across the deck lid. There's also a reflective dual tape stripe down the side of the car, and below that is a Mach 1 rocker molding. Now this car has performance to match all those good looks because under the hood you'll find the 428 Cobra Jet engine. The Super Cobra Jet package is more than just an engine. In fact, you had to order a specific rear gear ratio, which then told the Ford guys to put in some extra goodies in the engine, which all became the Super Cobra Jet package. What all that comes down to is the 428 engine, which was basically similar to a Police Interceptor 428. It's a 10.6-to-1 compression, 335 horsepower V8. Made that number at 5,200 RPM and makes 440 foot-pounds of torque at 3,400 RPM. And this one's also unique because it has the ram air option, making it a 4-barrel R-code engine. And that ram air breathes through the shaker hood scoop, which pops up through the hood. But the Super Cobra Jet comes into play when you added a 391 or 430-to-1 rear axle ratio. And in this car, we've got a 430 and a 4-speed. So this has the drag pack, making it a Super Cobra Jet. And there were some things that made the Super Cobra jet engine a little bit different from the standard Cobra jet. Things like higher strength connecting rod bolts, a better connecting rod, a stronger crankshaft and flex plate. These things were added to the bottom end of this engine because people knew, they ordered the drag pack, they were going to go drag racing. You put it all together in a car that looks as good as this one, and it's a package that's tough to beat. Sometimes you see a hot Mustang with a Cobra jet engine and think, did the car come with this from the factory, or did somebody just start putting pieces together to build what they wanted? Well, in this case, we've got a Mach 1 with the Cobra jet engine and the Super Cobra jet package, engine oil cooler, 4-speed trans, drag pack rear axle, and we know that it was born with this stuff because we have a Marty report which uses Ford data to document what the car came with. It's all very documented, very legitimate, very correct car. There are so many cool Mustangs in the brothers collection that it's hard to pick a favorite, but this one ranks high on my list. The combination of a Cobra jet under the hood and the Mach 1 style and performance package really adds up to an unbeatable car. You can see more of it on our website at musclecaroftheweek.com, or engage your friends on our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss another episode of Muscle Car of the Week.